Good? Okay. After Who Do I Need to Be With You, I would say it feels like we kind of resurface in the album and we come to another point where we take a breath of air, and there's Wild Child, which is track 7. And Wild Child was very much just a song that I think is almost like taking a picture of me in a very particular moment of time. I was in Toronto a couple summers ago for a music program, and it was a point in my life where I was like, I guess I'm really doing this because I'm going across the country and like leaving some of my jobs behind to try and pursue this dream. And so I got put up in an apartment right across the street from the program that I was doing. And I also realized I've never lived by myself, like a single day in my life. So I was in this new city, and there were some weeks there where my roommate was gone and I was totally living on my own, and I was trying to pursue music, and I kind of was just like, wow, it's sort of overwhelming to pretend like you're an adult, because even if it might seem to people like I have it all together and I'm on this journey of doing music and things are going well, that's usually not how it feels on the inside at all. So I was sort of observing the hustle and bustle of Toronto, of this big city that's much bigger than the city that I'm used to, and just kind of feeling like a little bit of a small child who wants to see a lot of the world, but at the same time is a little overwhelmed by it. Okay, and then we get into Don't Wait, and Don't Wait was also one of the earlier singles I released off Panorama, and for me it is very like ABBA, disco, violin, fever dream kind of feeling. And again, I wrote it in that summer where I was kind of between here and Toronto and really trying to pursue music in a meaningful way. So I wrote the first little bit on my couch the day before I flew out, and I was kind of just realizing like, I think there's a lot of discussion about how important it is to prioritize yourself, and that's awesome, but I was just realizing there's a lot of people who love me, and my actions do impact them, and the fact that I'm choosing this career where I'm going to be away and taking all these risks, it is going to make an impact on the people that are close to me. And so I was just recognizing like love is a bit of a responsibility, and if somebody can't stick with you for that part, like you gotta let them go. Lay Down for me is, I guess, a bit of a self-reminder. As you might be able to tell by my love of lyrics and being a little bit precious, I do kind of dwell oftentimes on thoughts and maybe get a little bit too philosophical for my own good. So I think sometimes I can get in the way of just enjoying something because I'm observing the enjoying and questioning why it's happening. And that's happened for me before in my relationship, where I'm like, sure, it might be good, but like, what does monogamy mean? And what does it mean that I'm doing this? And I kind of get in my own head, and it honestly is just like creating problems sometimes that don't need to happen. And so this song is a reminder to me that when I'm too much in my head, sometimes, you just need to like get into your body and remember why it feels really good to be in love with somebody and to just let it happen.